Good morning students. How are you all? We will continue with explanation of chapter number 8 body movements session 3. In last session children we have discussed about what is body movement system. In that we have seen about three systems which allows our body to move, that is muscular system, nervous system and skeletal system. In this chapter children we are going to discuss about skeletal system in details. Now after that we have discussed about function of skeletal system. In that we have seen different parts. First was the skull, the hip bone and the spine, right? Now we are going to discuss about forearms and collar bones. Now children, what do you mean by forearms and collar bones? Collar means, the collar word is familiar to you. In shirts we are wearing, so we are having collar, right? So the bones which is situated here, which is joining the rib cage and the shoulder, it is called as collar bone. So the collar bone on either side of the neck. So when the neck is there, it is situated on both the side of the neck below our shoulders, right? So collar bone is situated on the shoulders. Collar bone is attached to the shoulder blade and to the breast bone. Here children you can see this is a collar bone, here is our shoulder and this is our breast bone. So it is connected to the shoulder and the breast bone. The shoulder blade and collar bone not only gives shape to the shoulder but also helps in the movement of the arms. Now the collar bone which is there in our shoulder blade, right? So it gives our shape of the body also like this. You can see here like this children. Here it is giving the shape also, right? And it is helping our forearms to move also, right? So the arms has two parts, the upper arm and the forearm. It is having two parts. This part till here it is called as upper arm and the lower part is called as forearm. You can see here children, this is bone of upper arm, you can see here, and this is bone of forearms, right? One long bone runs through the upper arm while bone gives shape to the forearms. So one long bone is running to the upper arm, right from the upper arm to the forearms. Here children, you are having small bones of hand and here we are having wrist bone, right children? So we can have 1, 2, 3 and 4 folds in our hands. So we can move our hands, we can write, we can hold things easily, we can do our hands up and down, left and right with the help of forearms and collar bones. Next part which we are going to discuss is the hip bone. So each hip bone is formed by 3 bones fused together. Now this hip bone is a shape of butterfly, right? And it is having the 3 parts joined together. The 2 hip bones are joined to the vertebrae in the hip region. Now here is the vertebrae children and this is the one hip part and this is the second. So these 2 hip bones are joined to the vertebrae in the center. The hip bones and the vertebrae, they are joined to form the pelvic girdle. Now this whole structure is called as pelvic girdle. Right children? Next we will discuss about joints. A place where 2 or more bones is called joints. Okay, now here you can see in the picture there are 2-3 bones joining together, right? And they are allowing for movement. Bones are joined by tough flexible band of elastic tissue called ligaments. Now how these 2 bones are joining? Bones are hard children. If only bones are joined, if ligament is not there, it will be very hard to move the body parts. but we can move the body parts very easily. That is because of presence of elastic-like structure between the bones, that is called as ligaments. See children, this can be asked in your fill in the blanks, MCQs, right, and true or false also. And it can be asked as what is ligament? So ligament is a tough flexible band of elastic tissue, right? A layer of cartilage covers the surface of the bone where it joins another. Now, whenever the two bones are joining, it is covered with a layer of cartilage, right? Joints are of two types. One is fixed and second is movable. Movable joints can be further classified into fixed joints, ball and socket joints, hinge joints and pivot joints. Now these all joints are present in our body. So after this session children, we will discuss in details about hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint and fixed joint. Right children? So today we have discussed about forearms and collarbones. Then we have discussed about the hip bones and then we have seen about joints. In next session we will continue with different types of movable joints in details. Thank you and have a nice day children.